Alright, so the B part of the question 1 states that expand and simplify the expression into brackets E plus F minus 9 minus into brackets E minus F plus G. Remember that this is just an expression, and as such, there is no equal to sign in there. Expressions are just statements without equal to sign. So to solve this, we first have to write the expression that they have given us. And then we remove the first bracket. Let's first remove the first bracket. Since this bracket, the sign before this bracket is positive sign, there is no negative sign here. So we can just remove this bracket from there. And then we'll have our E plus F minus 9 dissolved into their various terms without the brackets. And then since there is a negative sign here, we can't just remove this bracket without the negative sign affecting each of the terms inside of the bracket. So you see the negative sign here will affect each of the terms inside of the bracket. So this negative will affect the E. Since the E here is positive, we multiply it by negative 1. Remember, since this is a bracket, we can assume that there is a 1 here. So minus 1 times E will give us negative E. And minus 1 times negative F. Negative times negative will give us positive. So negative times negative F will give us positive F. And then negative times positive. Negative 1 times positive G will give us negative G. Remember, the minus will affect all the terms inside of the bracket. Expressions are made up of terms. So this E is one term, F is another term, and G is also another term. And since they are in a bracket and the negative sign is outside of the bracket, it is going to affect each of the terms inside of the bracket. Now, when that is done, we now have to what? Group like terms. So E will look for his friend, which is here. There is another E here. So this E will look for his friend and will come and join him. Then this F will also look for his friend and come and join him. J has no friend, and 9 also has negative 9 also has no friend. So we have E minus E. Remember that whenever we are subtracting a number from itself, it gives us 0. So this, we just group like terms here. When you are subtracting E from E, you're going to get 0. And then F plus F is going to give us 2F. This is 1F plus 1F. 1 plus 1 is 2. So F plus F will give us 2F. Then we have minus G, then minus 9. Since they have no other terms that we can add or subtract from them, we just maintain them here. So minus G here, and then minus 9 also goes here. So this is quite simple. Just take a look at it, try and solve it on your own. And then if you make any mistake, you go back. I've told you, we learn through repetition. If you make a mistake, you take a look at the solution again, and then you try and do it again on your own. Don't let mistakes worry you. If you don't make mistake, you are not learning. We all make mistakes. So when you are going through the questions, try and solve it on your own. If you make a mistake, go back to the solution and then try and solve it again. We learn through repetition. All right. So in our next video, we'll look at the last part, that is the 1C. The question that has to do with the angles. See you in that video.